Hi guys, and welcome back to Hilltop Farm. Today we continue on with our series on the Kombusha tea. Okay, now if you remember last week we had this strange looking chap here who didn't seem to be growing much, if at all, and the liquid sort of had turned this very sinister, not pleasant colour. Shall we just leave it at that? We decided, if you remembered, we were going to put it on top of our duck egg incubator to keep warm, right? And you know, I actually think it may have worked. I'm not sure. I'm going to peel off the top here without tipping it on me. And it's actually starting to smell like Kombusha tea. And look, I'm not 100% sure, but it might even be clearing. So, as I feel I'm in the middle of a high school science experiment, I'm going to leave it. But I must be honest with you all. After our last video, I was somewhat disheartened, and I was convinced the monster from the Black Lagoon was dead. So I bought another one. And as you can see, it arrived in the mail only yesterday. You see that? And it was packed on the 12th. Oh, funny story. When I was talking to my youngest daughter earlier today, we were discussing the filming of this video. And she referred to this as my Kombusha scoby. And I think, looking at the one we've just had out, I think calling it a scoby was probably an accurate description. But anyway, scoby for those of you who know. Now, I have whipped up a brew. Okay, and it has cooled to the desired temperature. Now, I'm not even going to attempt that silly Ziploc thing that I had last time. If any of you remember, it was only put there so that people would laugh at me watching me trying to open the silly bag. So I just straight to scissors, I think. Okay. Now, our scoby. Our scoby looks the same as the last one. Okay, so I shall drop it in. Now, the mother juice. Now, this has been made, so it's floating. That's interesting to note, actually. This scoby floating straight on the top. I know they don't always, but that one, I don't know if you remember, when we put it in there, just, you know, went straight to the bottom and rolled over and groaned. So this could be good. This could be good. Now, I have to be honest, because I'm not well, I'm completely unprepared, and I should have told you exactly what I did here. I know there's rainwater and there's sugar and there's tea, you know, black leaf tea, I don't use green tea. I'm not at all a fan, but you can use green tea if that's what you're into. Try not to use tea bags. I'm not a fan of tea bags. I think they're invented by supermarkets, which is why I don't like them. But anyway, as I say, I wasn't at all prepared, so what I'm going to do, in the description below, I'm going to write up the recipe for the kombucha. Now, the initial measurements I'm going to be doing is to make up 2 metric litres of it. Obviously, if you only want to make half that quantity, you halve the recipe. If you want to make double the quantity, double the recipe, obviously. So, what I'm going to do is, rather than, initially when I ordered this, I thought I'm just going to tell you all that we're going to bury that initial one. Now, remember to put your cloth top on. I use paper towel, but you can use cheesecloth, something like that. If you're going to use fabric, a lint-free something, don't use cotton or toweling or anything like that, for it's all going to fall in there. No one wants that floating around in their drink. Anyway, now I don't know if you can see. You see the 2 of them here. I mean, one does look a lot healthier, doesn't it? I mean, the liquid itself. I'll be interested at the end of next week to see if the new one deteriorates in appearance to look like the other one, or the other one continues to get better and look more like this one. I wondered how it would go too, being disturbed 3 times a day, because I open the duck incubator 3 times a day to turn the eggs, but we're gentle when we do it. It doesn't seem to mind, but I'm just not sure if I could bring myself to drink it being that colour. I tend to think if we do save it, we may have to wash the SCOBY in just plain spring water or something, and use the mother liquid from a good batch, and maybe the liquid that's in the batch it's in, maybe we'll have to strain through gauze or muslin or even coffee filter paper or something. But at the moment we're going to keep them both going, and we're going to see how they progress. At least I know one is healthy. So that's what we're going to be doing. So join us next week for an update on how this little science experiment is going. Thank you for joining us this time. Give us a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and hit the subscribe button, share us on social media. And until next week, it's goodbye from Hilltop Farm. See ya!